Hello everyone, Positron taking a quick look at Moon Hunters. This is coming out tomorrow on Steam, March 10th. It's by Kitfox Games. It's actually a game I backed on Kickstarter. Probably, oh geez, maybe a year or so now? As you can see here, obviously this is the beta version. It will be out, I believe, in full release. I don't think it's going to be early access on March 10th. So if you see any bugs or things like that in this version, don't take it, necessarily to heart. It's an action RPG. It's kind of along the lines of Diablo or The Legend of Zelda. But it's got kind of it's also multiplayer, and it's actually online multiplayer. You can host or join. There's no public, game server search or anything like that as far as I know. But you can play with your friends online. I haven't tried that out yet. I don't know anybody else with the game. This was just the early version given to backers. But the really big hook here, and I'll show off the constellations. You unlock these as you play the game. And the big hook here is that it's kind of got a Majora's Mask sort of thing in that you only have 3 days to complete your objectives. And each one of these constellations, some of these were unlocked at the beginning. And they unlock different things like you can start as, the Dusk Folk or the Wolf Tribe. I unlocked this one, so now future adventures can include the river. I unlocked the Song Weaver class. I think this is, this was actually denoting a completed game, not a one game, and it actually shows the kind of path I took through the game. So it's a really cool system where your previous plays affect future plays. Each game, we'll get started here in just a second here. Each game, I always played 1 to 4 people. I've played it solo, had a perfectly fine time with it. More than fine, really. So we can play as the Spellblade, the Ritualist, Druid, the Witch, and then you can unlock the Sun Cultist and the Song Weaver. Song Weaver is a very complex class compared to the others. You do a lot of different buffs and things. I think for the sake of the video, I'll try showing off maybe the Spellblade. It's kind of the, maybe we'll do the Witch. Yeah, I actually have an unlocked skin for the Witch, too. You can see this, you can unlock a bonus kind of like super skin for every character. It doesn't, as far as I know, it doesn't have any actual effects, but we can choose a few different colors here. I think I'll stick with the base red. Maybe this is kind of flashy too. Yeah, let's go with this. That's kind of flashy. We can rename our character too if we want. This is gonna be an opening cutscene here, and then I'll talk a little more about the game. It's a lots to talk about here. Let's see. We can start from the Dust Folk tribe, the Desert Tribe, or the Wolf Clan tribe. I haven't done much with the Wolf Clan tribe, and I haven't unlocked the others too yet. So let's try the Wolf Clan.
You've met them in a dream.
The narrator is very quiet. I apologize.
Walked among us. Their stories taught us how to endure difficult times. For generations, we looked to them for strength, for guidance. Journeys end, but stories live on. Long ago, in this land we call Asaria, our heroes were just travelers trying to find a way home.
Yeah, I haven't quite figured out the audio balance perfectly yet. You can tell the actual in-game is much louder. You need to find somewhere to camp before the first moon feast. So this opens you right away into a combat scenario, so you can get used to your character. Every character has basically 3 main buttons. You have, well, I can just show it off here. Yeah, X be like my normal stab, Y is blood beam, and B is a charge. That's Xbox 360. I'm using a PS4 controller just fine. It looks like there might be a little hidden thing down here. Nope. So yeah, so X is like our main attack. Y is this charge beam that uses some of our stamina. And most the B abilities are a bit of a dash or movement type ability. Opals are our currency. Get rid of you guys here. So we can dash through and stun them on this character. Let's talk to these people. And they're arguing. So throughout the game, you come upon a lot of situations like this where you're left to make choices or give advice. What is most important in this life, happiness or purpose? Let's say happiness. We are but creatures, all of us, in need of comfort. I suppose you'll feed the baby cakes at the first moon feast too. Useless. You helped an orphan become adopted. You gain a reputation as compassionate. So, what this does, it hasn't actually fully unlocked the reputation yet. You need to have more incidences of each type to actually have that permanently attached to your character. And as you do so, it unlocks different things that can happen, different events, things like that. I want to explore this whole area before we move on. Usually there's not too much in the very first area. I don't think I'll show a full playthrough on the game. I've played the game for 2.5 hours so far. And a full playthrough can go anywhere from, I think that my fastest has been 30 minutes, all the way up to an hour or so. It's every playthrough is pretty short, but there's a lot to do, and each subsequent playthrough has more and more things you can potentially discover, which is a very, very cool mechanic. Also controls well, it looks nice. A lot of good stuff going on. Yes, we want to camp for the night. So, whenever you leave an area, you camp for the night, and we get a little screen like this. We get a bit of a lethal trait there. Yeah, so when you camp, you can see our stats in the upper left. Those are our current stats. And you're given the option of 5 different things. You can rest, which will increase your leadership and health. You can cook, which has various effects. Stargazing for intellect and faith, magical damage and energy. Hunting is physical damage and energy regeneration. And keeping watch is max health and max energy. Now, I assume if you have, like, say 4 players, you can all do a different thing. Now, I don't know if that gives everybody the buffs or how that quite works, but let's cook. I'll show that off. So I have 10 of the 95 known recipes. Essentially, you'll find these items throughout the game. You only start with a few, and you can find more, like cactus or eggs and mushrooms. And every time you finish a playthrough, any of the ones you found are permanently added to the list. Let's make something I haven't made before. Let's make something with cactus and eggs. Maybe like a cactus omelet or something. Let's see what we come up with here. That is literally what we made, a desert omelet, and it gives us 3 endurance. Alright, nice. So now we will be able to see that recipe for the future. So the Moon Feast is the kind of the first main story event that always happens. And this individual here will let us upgrade our skills. We could get Blood Harvest, Resolve, and there are more than 4 of these as well. Every time you go to a vendor, they will have a different selection. I'm not sure how many skills total there are, but there's quite a bit. Let's go with Resolve. Blood Charge uses less stamina. We might be able to get enough opals here, but I'm not going to spend too much time here. This is actually one of the other playable characters. He's a kind of a druid. Uses nature magic. Need the most ripe fruit. So I'm looking for, see if there's anybody here. Whoa. Oh, that might actually be the kid that we were talking about. Oh, I've never seen this before. Oh! Learn well from the mishaps of Enkidu, the Withered Staff, ancient warrior of the Wolf Clan. So this is actually my previous playthrough, where I actually lost to the final boss. We get Study or Pity. What's Study? Perhaps something was lacking in Enkidu's understanding. In wisdom and intellect. Huh. Oh, that's really cool. I've never actually seen that before. Yeah, so that, I guess we get stats maybe from previous playthroughs and things like that. Very interesting. Alright, so that lady's hitting on us. Apparently there's a cat, hello kitty, that can teach us to talk to animals. So let's go right to it. Yeah, the Great Mother. And the tiniest worm, her daughter. So let's have this new event here. Yes, and it'll be another short cutscene here. Again, the narrators are a little quiet in my current settings, so I apologize for that. But we do have subtitles at least.
The village gathered to feast and watch the moon rise. Everyone sang into the darkness to welcome the full moon. But she didn't rise. The singing stopped. Panic spread across the village.
Well, that's not good. We will make the Great Mother proud until her return. It's our job to figure out what the heck has happened. And we can talk to some of the villagers. Sometimes if you've talked to villagers before the festival... Ooh. Well, let's try to help. You see a spirited young girl in the forest. Tell Vasilisa that her father demands she return home. Interesting. We got a little personality boost there. So let's keep going. I'm not going to fully explore. So every time you finish an area, you're given the option of a number of randomly generated areas. A strange sculpture here. And you can see different places. In fact, if we go to this place, we can probably get to this area here. I think this has fish. I think we'll go here. The Green Wildwood. There's a merchant here and a strange sculpture. Yeah, so these are all, as far as I know, randomly generated. Oh my. Alright, we gotta... So the Blood Beam does quite a bit of damage, but uses stamina very quickly. We are a little bit immobile compared to some characters when we attack with this one. Using our spear requires to be pretty still. You can get hearts and such from enemies as well. Those are some huge footprints. You can measure or meditate. Let's measure. Precisely 7 times larger than a bear's footprint. Perhaps the creature is holy. And we got a new trait. We are now wise. So that is a permanent trait. And that will affect different events that we can see and things like that. Oh, these guys are very quick. There we go. Most enemies only drop a couple of opals, and some skills can be very expensive, so you're only going to get a small selection of skills every playthrough, or skill upgrades, I should say. Some of them are just mere damage boosts, and some of them completely change the way the skill is used. Oh, there's like a circle of mushrooms here. That's a really cool shadow effect. I wonder if the mushrooms contain some kind of wild power. Yeah, let's eat them. Taste of cinnamon. Uh-oh. Oh, the odd feeling persists. Interesting. We could have observed as well, and the observation probably would have given us a patience trait. Now, those little bags you're seeing are just the ingredients. But we already have the mushrooms, so let's take these boars by surprise. Boy, that does a lot of damage. And they actually drop a lot of opals. Oh, it's the Songweaver. She is one of the playable characters. And you originally unlock her by finding her somewhere and then speaking with her at your camp. But let's see. Oh, these bugs are tough. They've got a shield. The Blood Beam does seem to get through the shield. Oh, and our spear actually penetrates the shield on this character. Let's talk to her. We don't know the song. Yeah, we'll listen. Yeah, we'll search together. So now when we go back to camp, she'll be there waiting for us. This is a healing well. I can only use it once per area when it does show up. We could certainly use some more damage. And I think our spear does physical damage. But I believe our Blood Beam might do magical damage. I'm not entirely sure. I imagine with 4 players, this gets pretty crazy and chaotic as well. There's probably more enemies too. Not actually sure if she is singing in another language or if it's just gibberish of sorts. Oh man, these guys are vicious. They'll definitely get you caught in a corner very easily. If we die, the game is not over. It's only if you die against the final boss, to my knowledge. But we will go back to camp or be forced back to camp and lose time. Boy, that really took a chunk out of me. There we go, get some health. Oh, there's a spirit here. Perhaps they could be powerful weapons. Yeah, let's take the flame. Ooh. Anunnaki. Huh. We didn't seem to actually gain anything from that. Maybe we should have just listened to the flame instead of trying just to be greedy and taking it. I'd like to show off at least another area or two and show some of the progression. So let's try to find the exit here. Oh man. I'm not sure I'll be able to kill these enemies safely. Oh dear. Maybe if I can... They're kind of resistant to my stun as well. Almost. Oh dear. Again, if I die, it's not the worst thing in the world, but it does certainly cut down on the amount of upgrades and such we can receive. There we go, nice. Some of the enemies are pretty damn tough. There's also, you occasionally get thrown into an arena type situation. We'll see if I can find one of those. Oh, what is this? Oh, there's a tree here. If I can get this damn armored beetle, or whatever the heck it is, off of me, then we'll check out this tree. But you are a tough customer. Oh, yeah, see, so here's we can talk about the traits. Perhaps someone more patient would find it useful. So if I was patient, if I had the patient trait, I would be able to do some sort of action at that tree. As it stands, I am not patient. I am only wise. Well, this is actually a pretty big area. Some of these areas are pretty big, some of them are pretty small. We can actually stargaze here as well. I don't know if it has any benefit. Let's see, let me clear out these enemies. We can, if we want, we can sit down here and just relax. I'm not actually sure if there's any benefit, but you could take your party here and just kind of chill for a bit. So how do I, now that I've talked about most of the mechanics, I think, how do I feel about the game? Very positively. Again, I said I backed this on Kickstarter, and very happy I did, I would say. It's definitely met my expectations. In fact, I think there's some things that are, yeah, so she would gain the wisdom there. Much more advanced than I thought they would be. So now we have the Song Weaver here. And now we have unlocked it. Now I've already unlocked it. Again, that's probably just the thing in the beta version. It shows that. So I would like to get more damage. Let's try hunting. We brought back some tasty meat. We gained 5 strength and 2 spirit. By the way, Shadow approaches. Oh yeah, so that is the guy. We gave him the child. Oh yeah, sure, name the kid after me. You'll always have a hero to look up to. We gain pride and charm. Pride is a trait. Yeah, and this is Sargon, the sun cultist. He tells us that King Mardokh Announces the righteous sun has hereby vanquished and destroyed the temptress moon. We are to swear fealty or die. I disagree with that. He ignores us. "3 days remain." So we get a very Majora's Mask-esque thing there. There's a holy orchard and a merchant here. You can also see there's a forest on fire down this way. So there's a couple of ways for the game to end. Essentially, you can find the final boss, or when the days run out, you are forced into battle with them. I believe you're always forced into that battle. However, I don't want to spoil too much, but I will say that there are other ways to complete the game than fighting the final boss. In fact, my very first playthrough, I did so. I was very surprised by the outcome. It has to do with the traits and such. So let's go into this grove here. Anzu bird. "You won't leave the shrine. I fear it defiles the tree because the Great Mother is not here to purify it. What should I do?" You should tolerate it. You should not destroy unnecessarily. Try to talk to it, but I doubt it will listen. And we're now patient. Let's persuade. We don't want to threaten. Huh. Interesting. So do we have 3 traits now? Yeah, we are proud, wise, and patient. So let's continue here. I'm debating right now, actually, while I'm recording, if I actually want to show off kind of the final boss. I could rush through. Oh my. What is this creature? Did you do all this? Interesting. Yeah, I'm curious if I want to show off the final boss and try to rush through, just to show off an ending. And show off the way things unlock. I don't believe I've unlocked much this playthrough so far, though. Also, I believe if we take damage during channeling the blood beam, it will get interrupted. I would like to get a new skill, too. We can find a merchant. Boy, there are a lot of enemies here. Holy cow. Those damn bugs are tough. Actually, might die here. I wouldn't say the game is super duper challenging. The final boss is actually extremely difficult. Though perhaps less so if you've gotten a lot of upgrades. Some enemies are pretty easy, some enemies are not so much. We'll definitely heal and revive all party members. And continue on here. I do want to just try to find the exit, I think. What is this? We'll check out that event in a second. Looks like a wolf with cubs, perhaps? Or is that a boar? Oh! We could observe or steal the pig. Well, let's just observe. Huh. We gain wisdom and intellect. I wonder if that helps us talk to animals as well. Ah, and here's our merchant. How many opals do we have? We have 100. Okay, so we can actually get, stab does more damage. Ooh, the blood trident actually seems amazing. Blood beam costs less damage. Let's try, puncture. So this is just a straight damage upgrade. Does that change the animation of our ability? It looks like it does ever so slightly. Doesn't it change the color a little bit, I think? This actually seems to do a lot more damage. But you are still a pain, though. Oh yeah, that does dramatically more damage now. There's a pillar here. Spit upon the son who invented murder and taught it to the first tribe. Huh. I've seen some quotes on those too that almost seem like they might be backer quotes, like people that high tier backers, they have quotes on some of the pillars. I know there was like a tribute, a memorial on one of them. Oh yeah, look how much more damage we're doing now. Oh, that's awesome. That's super cool. And it's a strange thing. Ooh, this might be one of the arenas. Yeah, okay, so here we go. So every so often you'll walk into an area and you'll get surrounded like this. And you have to defeat all the enemies to escape. And there are typically 3 waves of enemies of increasing difficulty. Much like an arena room in The Binding of Isaac, if you've played that before. Oh no, oh no! Okay, do not get stuck against a wall again. Oh, I might actually die here. Oh boy. Oh, these enemies are my kryptonite. Alright, the boars should not be too bad. They can charge though, so I gotta be careful. But we should be able to stun them as well. Gotcha. Oh, geez. Okay, so maybe it's not always 3 waves. This is a 4th wave. Sometimes there's I found a mini boss here before too. There's actually a big event, and there was a boss to fight. Again, the game is actually very, very varied. And it seems like oh no. Yeah, so when you die, you do lose some opals, and you come back to camp. I think we will... Let's keep watch, see what this does. Endurance and faith. Let's see if I can show off another area here. Raw embers. Quite sure what that area is. Try it though. Looks like this area is on fire, perhaps? No storm did this. Or was on fire. Oh, that's a symbol of the sun cult, I believe. Looks like they've burned the place down. Could extinguish or mourn. So, let's extinguish. Oh dear. Oh! King Mardokh! On the 4th night, without protection from your demons, let's attack him. Let's just attack him right now. Oh shoot, he left. So that is actually our main antagonist. Need to be brave to approach that altar. And he is who we will fight. There's a cat here. Hello. Oh, you're watching me. Why are you following me? Are you going to follow me to camp, little kitty? We have some sort of buff underneath my health bar as well. I'm not entirely sure what that is. Let's see if this cat will follow us back to camp. Oh, we actually didn't get to camp there. So this area is dangerous. Dangerous areas, I think, mean that there might be a mini-boss. Oh, the cat is still following us. Are you gonna help us fight, little kitty? Oh goodness, lions. Not sure what the cat is doing. Perhaps next time we go to camp, we'll be able to do something. I will say the one thing playing solo is that you don't get a lot of the skill interactions. Like there's a the druid has a snare field, and the ritualist has a type of black hole type of ability. So you don't get those interactions playing solo. I feel like those that dynamic is something you miss, especially the Songweaver. You can play all of the characters solo, even the Songweaver. But it definitely seems like something that would be better with other people. wonder what is dangerous about this area. Oh, hello. Let's try to soothe these spirits. Oh my. When we got some compassion. Oh, we're compassionate. Did that replace one of my traits? Or were we compassionate before? I see a merchant down there. We probably can't afford anything. Don't think I've gotten enough. Well, let's find out. Also, when you talk to merchants and stuff, everything does pause, so it's safe to do so. Yeah, we can't afford any of these. But I will try to continue here. Also not sure, you know, I was also thinking about maybe doing a let's play of this. Really, the only reason I'm not is because I have so many other series going on right now. I would like to get to camp at least one more time to see if this cat will talk to us or anything. I know that sounds like a weird statement, but we have been talked to from animals before. What is this corpse here? Oh goodness. And normally I would be fighting all these, but I really want to get back to camp. Without dying, I should say. What is this area? Oh, okay, we got another trap here. There's a sun cultist thing here. And a lion. Whatever sort of creature this actually is. Gotcha. Nice. Okay, we actually completed that. And you get a reward when you complete those as well. How many opals do we actually have? 83. Almost enough to go back to that that merchant there. Here we go. Here's camp. Yes. Oh, we're now cunning. Huh. I wonder what made us cunning. No, the cat didn't follow us back. That's a shame. We'll try hunting again. Something's burning. So I believe this might always happen on the one on the last day. There's a spirit gate here. I believe this is a city. Let's see if we go to the city. Yeah, this is actually the other city. Maybe we can talk to you. Yeah, someone out there must know. I agree. Yeah, we might as well. I don't think that actually used up any time. Let's go here. I'm tempted to just die, and actually it will show off kind of, maybe a failure ending, so here. Take me out. Yeah, so this should cost me a day, I believe. Yeah, okay. Final chance before Mardokh strikes. Have to make the most of it. So let's go with more damage. Whoa. Got enough meat for a feast. Get a lot of stats from that. So we can choose a location to stand our ground. I'm not sure what the benefits are. If one area is necessarily better than the other. But let's go up to the mountains here. And if we head to the north, oh, hello. And solve the riddle. Huh. Again, if I press left or right on the D-pad, we can do a little dance. So let's approach the boss here, who is probably going to absolutely obliterate me. Oh my. Alright. So here we are fighting King Mardokh. And his, oh, we actually attack the head directly. Huh, usually... Oh wow, I'm doing so much more damage on this character than I normally do. Last time I fought this, he had much more health. I'm not sure why that is. Might be some of the effects that we have had. Might actually be able to get a win here. But that would be super cool. Uh-oh. Sometimes these drop health. Oh, he got knocked down. Okay, good. In fact, let's try the blood beam on him. Actually, it does seem to do a lot of damage. Take out his legs here. Got him. Alright, let's do this. I don't know if that necessarily does more damage than my spear. My spear is actually very powerful. Gotta watch out for those attacks. Whoa, I've never seen that before. He's actually fighting very differently than I've previously seen. So I feel like the actions you take throughout your playthrough actually change this boss. I think I might get him though. Nice.
Into the ever-burning glass.
Ooh, what a way to go.
Without Mardokh's leadership, the Sun Cult dissolved. Betrayers were cast into the wilderness to perish. Yet, still, the moon did not return. The pale dancer's winds blew colder, and her owls flew no more. The Great Mother's harvests grew weak, and her wolves howled in every season.
Oh dear.
The Silver Sister's secrets faded into dust, her songs of knowledge unsung. The Queen of Heaven no longer guided our laws and judgment. Her faithful left too, flying we know not where. Every year we honor what remains of her memory with a great feast, and tell the stories of the heroes that fought for her, and now live among the stars.
Not necessarily sure that was a good ending. So now we have Kubel the Scroll. So basically, this will be one of those. You can see we kind of get like a little custom tale of our journey. Legendary hunter, spoke against violence and war. Great philosopher. That will unlock, yeah, we got the historian again, but that will also, I believe, add a constellation for the scroll. Yeah. So now she will show up as like one of those statues and such. So you can see there's a lot to unlock here. And that just represents one very quick kind of rushed playthrough of the game. Again, I think it's super cool. I think it's going to be $15 on Steam, I believe is what I saw. But it's definitely, it's kind of a rogue light-ish type of game. It's not something you're going to play through just once. You definitely will get your money out of it for playing through multiple times. Again, I think probably with other people, it's probably much more engaging. But I have had a lot of fun with it solo. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helps make a decision whether you want to buy this or not. I'm still not entirely sure if I'm going to do like a Let's Play series on this or not, but it'll depend on what else is going on. So anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Click like if you liked the video, subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this, and I will see you soon.